Welcome back to the beautiful Paris Las Vegas Hotel, where the stage is finally set. Our final two combatants in the Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational are awaiting to see who will be crowned champion. Ali Najad joined alongside a somewhat disappointed, but nonetheless very entertaining and very fearsome competitor, Sky Williams. Sky, let's take a look at the brackets to this point. Your name is going to show up in here somewhere.
Oh, good, yeah.
And we'll see how we whittled down a field of originally 16 to just 2 players. And there you are, getting through to the quarters, but that's when you ran into BoxBox in the semis.
Right.
And BoxBox, of course, one of the finalists right now up against Cobalt Street.
You know, nothing makes me happier than seeing this bracket right in front of me. I tell you what, it was a difficult match, but not as difficult as it's seeing it again, you know. But it's going to be a good match between BoxBox and Cobalt, actually. I can't wait to see it.
I think you got, what, 5,000 reasons to feel okay about things? Because let's look at the payouts. Everybody took something home here. Even if you made it to the first round, you got $2,500 just for showing up. Quarterfinalists made $5,000. If you went to the semis, it was $7,500. Runner-up $15,000, and then the champ will have $30K. You made it to the semis though, so you got $7,500, right? Or did?
I just don't like
that.
Well, no. See, I'm grateful for that, but it's not about. It's about the L. I don't want the L. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been 7,500, 2 cents. I just don't want the L.
All right, well, let's check in with Maria, who's over on the other side of the lounge with some people who maybe feel the same way. I don't know.
Well, party over here, Ali. I've got 13 of these fierce competitors that started the day hanging out with me, all eagerly anticipating the finals. But first, I have to ask, Miss Vixen, you started us off for the day as the first seed, and now full circle, we are about to watch the finals go down. A lot of people called BoxBox to come into the finals as the one to beat. So you think that premonition is gonna hold true?
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to come down to Sky or BoxBox, and them playing in the semifinals. I was like, that would have been a great final fight, but if one of those went out, I was like, it'll be BoxBox or Sky, but BoxBox, I think, is going to take it.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. It's about to go down, Ali.
It is indeed, Maria. Thanks, and I'm sure we'll be checking back with you a number of times during the finals, which, of course, are a best-of-5 format. Let's meet our 2 finalists, shall we, Sky?
Let's meet them.
All right, this young man hails from the great state of Tennessee and goes by the name Cobalt Street. Lucky for his competitor, we're not playing laser tag because he knows a thing about that. This young man hails from Virginia and is excited but nervous. Just wants to impress his mom. It's BoxBox.
Did you see what he did? And BoxBox not tripping, a new strategy that's just come on the finals. I'm very proud of him.
A little bit of physical comedy, apparently, under his belt as well. I love it. The finals are set. $30,000 to the champion, $15,000 to the runner-up. Yeah. Certainly no small amount of money looming in the balance right now. I know these guys are eager to get going, but before they do, we want to give you an opportunity to peel the curtain back and get to know the person behind the player. First, Cobalt.
My name is Michael Nolte. I am Cobalt Streak on Twitch or just anywhere in the gaming world, and I'm from Tennessee. Growing up, everybody was like, you need to do this, you need to go to college, you need to do this. And I was like, but I love games, you know? So that's ended up, you know, what I pursued. Just started streaming 6 hours a day, every single day. It's pretty amazing to me how it's progressed, you know, from like, you start with 0, now, you know, you got a couple of thousand people watching you every day. It's like the best feeling ever. If I get into something, I'm all in. Like, I have to be like the best at it. I'm really silly, you know? I try to be as entertaining as possible. And that's really what it's about, because one game's never gonna carry you in a career like this. You're gonna have to branch out and have multiple facets and whatnot, but it's probably what I'm most well known for. It's worked out so far, it's been awesome.
Well, Cobalt, I know your seat here in the finals, or your stand, I should say, comes a little bit bittersweet, as it was courtesy of defeating your good friend Lol Renee, but obviously in her name, you're gonna carry the torch up against this young man, BoxBox, and let's give him a chance to cover his ears, because we know he doesn't like hearing about himself.
My name is Albert Zhang. My Twitch handle is FlossD, but most people just call me BoxBox. I'm from Virginia. My username got bugged. It turned from 2 Korean letters to just 2 boxes. And my friends used to joke, like, what if people actually start calling you BoxBox? But then it started happening. I'm really excited to be here. I think it's cool to have such a big tournament on kind of casual games that everybody plays. I've played all of these games before being invited here, and I look forward to seeing how I can do against other people. This is the first time my mom's gonna be watching me ever on TV or on stream, and she's gonna be watching with her friends, and all of her friends have doctor children or very successful politician children, and I wanna just be able to give my mom something to brag about.
Shout out to the mom.
Sky giving Box his cue that it's safe to take his hands off his ears. Box, I want you to know something. I don't know if you realize that the audience was applauding midway through that package, and it was when you talked about being here and wanting to make your mom proud. So certainly wish you the best of luck in doing that. I'm sure she's proud of you regardless, my friend. All right, gentlemen, it is time for the finals. As the higher seed Cobalt, you are going to go ahead and give us the crank. Let's find out what order you guys are going to be playing these 5 games in. A nice handshake between these two, and let's spin the reels.
Let's see which 3-0 you get.
8-ball pool, BTD battles, Disney Crossy Road, Fruit Ninja, and Pac-Man in that order. Now I hear a reaction from you, Sky. What's going on?
You're right. Okay, so
Yeah, I don't.
This
want
is
to
interesting
they
because
really messed me up on Fruit Ninja.
Crossy Road is 3rd. But these 2 first games are actually kind of toss-ups. 8-ball, yes, he is very good, but I know that Cobalt has been practicing that as well. If Cobalt can pull off this first win, it's kind of obvious he's going to win Balloons, as obviously that's his main game, and we've seen him just dominate a lot of people.
And that could really put Box under some pressure.
Oh, absolutely. I think that even, Crossy Road, as we've seen, BoxBox is incredible at that. I have seen some scores from Cobalt that can be, can combat him. So I'm worried if these 2 players might choke and what's going to happen. That order is definitely a disadvantage for BoxBox, but I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sky, they're up there and you're over here, so I don't think they're worried about choking, my friend.
Wow, I actually hate you. Okay, so.
I love giving this guy a hard time. Let's take a look at the rules for 8-ball. I absolutely do. 8-ball pool. They're going to be playing in Friends mode, although it's going to be Foes mode if I know better. 3 basic cues, Cowhide, Pine, and Skull. 3 legendary cues, Archangel, Atlantis, and Shangri-La. Winner is determined by the 8-ball rules, traditional ones. If you scratch on the 8-ball or don't call the right pocket, you automatically forfeit the match. And if you don't make contact between the cue ball and one of your balls, be they striped or solid, then you are fouled and the other player will get the ball in hand. We've got our ref out at the podium, eagerly waiting to get the tablets set up are these 2, and they're going to be picking their cues. We're all set and ready to go with the first of these 5 games between these 2. It is 8-ball pool. The first player will be chosen at random. And there's the break.
Oh, scratch.
Was that a scratch?
Yeah.
I don't know if that
Right
angle.
off the bat.
Let's see.
So not a good open for BoxBox. No ball sunk other than the cue ball. And now controlling his own destiny is Cobalt Streak, who is looking like he's going to opt for solids.
Well, it looks like it's a very... Oh,
Ooh,
God.
that rattled back and forth quite a bit.
Well, that's
solids for Cobalt.
We didn't have, not everybody had all the cues, so the power of these could be, it could be a matchup-based thing. Like when I had tried it, it was just way too powerful, more than I thought. So I wonder if that's going to come into play, if Cobalt has practice with that, or,
And this is looking like it may turn out to be a somewhat defensive matchup based upon the distribution of the balls right there. You see a cluster right around the cue. It's going to be real difficult to get a clean shot on any of those balls. 3 solids and 3 stripes in that cluster, including the 8.
What a treacherous shot here. BoxBox kind of looking for potentially this.
Oh, nice finesse shot there. And he sets himself up nicely for the 13 going back into the opposite corner.
He answered back with that tedious option with a nice, gentle, there's BoxBox patented head turn, when he's looking for his geometry.
And the smile when he knows that the shot's going in. We talked to him earlier, and that's a little bit of a tell that he has.
Yeah, also the line tells you as well, but I think that we can just...
Clean.
Got baby
Super
gloves.
clean.
Clean
BoxBox.
and look. Oh.
What a dominant position he's in right now. If I were Cobalt, I'd be sweating. Just go ahead and watch that. Okay, you're right. This might be another easy sink, but I've seen these games go either way when they would train with each other and I'd watch, some people don't let you shoot the whole time, but then they accidentally sink the 8-ball in the wrong hole and it gets really messy.
Oh, and a misstep there by BoxBox is going to give control right back over to Cobalt, but he doesn't have a lot of great looks here.
It looks like what he needs to do is get that brown ball. I think it was like a brown. It looks brown.
Up top, it might have been the 4-ball, the perp right there.
Right there. That's the only
the 2.
clear vantage point he has, and I know that stick is a lot of. Oh, well, excuse me. I clearly don't know this game at all.
Cobalt's like, sweat this.
Yeah, he literally just okay, you're right. Sometimes you gotta just be wrong.
Maybe you're lighting the fire over here, Sky. Careful.
This is pretty tricky. I assume you want to just trickle it in, but we'll see what Cobalt goes for. He has a very, very nice setup here.
Oh, a lot of mustard on that ball, but maybe looking to break up some of that cluster with the cue ball. Now he does have a shot on the side.
And I would say if this is a good or bad shot, but I have no idea, so I'm going to let you do it.
Oh, no! Disaster there. Ball in hand for BoxBox after a scratch. What's it looking like over there, Maria? Everybody paying attention to this?
Yes, honestly, they are all fixated on what's about to happen. They actually think that the order is pretty cool here because what they want to see is maybe Cobalt take the first 2 games and have BoxBox come back and win the next 3. I heard you say that, Bodie. That's what you want to see, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be probably very interesting to watch because I think BoxBox has been the favorite for the tournament for the majority of the time. However, I think Cobalt potentially is the strongest on Bloon. So if you can take Pool as well, which is probably about 50-50, I think BoxBox's dominance on the other 3 games would be an amazing comeback and would just be an absolutely fantastic finish to the event.
All right, well, we'll see if they could provide us with that level of excitement.
So far, so good, Maria, as we just saw an impressive shot by BoxBox, narrowly avoiding rattling in and out of that corner pocket. A lot of power behind that.
That was dirty. Okay, we're going to go ahead and the smile is on, and we will see if.
Oh!
Well,
We're nervous, but he isn't.
yeah, well, I mean, I'm just freaking out, low key, high key. He's got a. Oh, it's going to be. He has an inch. Maybe he might get it. A kind of a treacherous. Oh, he.
I don't even know if you have a shot. Like.
Well, he can't hit that ball first.
Oh, okay.
This is interesting. It looks like he was looking to accept the foul shot, but he was trying to make a combo using Cobalt's ball.
That's what I thought too.
And he was going to just
just
accept that
knock
as the
it in,
best
yeah.
possible outcome. Drop a ball and then cede my turn over to my opponent.
It kind of looked like he had a little tiny window to get in there, but I don't know if that was going to be enough. But Cobalt answering back with some easy pockets here. He definitely is very confident here. You can see his shots. He's making them fast.
And this is a key shot right now, Sky, because the cue ball is going to break up those other 2 balls if it can stay out.
Oh!
And it can. Excellent setup here.
Extremely good position that he's in right now.
Absolutely.
These shots are definitely not too difficult. We're going to see Cobalt line this shot up.
Generally not too difficult, but when you're playing for $30,000, things change.
I agree.
And Cobalt's going to look to set himself up nicely off of this 2 ball for the 3. Oh, and he didn't do himself any favors with that setup. It's a little tougher than average shot.
Definitely, but we have seen him make some pretty tough shots already, and he has a really great grip on the power that he needs to sink it right in the hole.
That's absolutely right. Power control has been a strong suit for Cobalt.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And
is it going to rattle? Oh, and it does!
And Cobalt makes it. Wow! And now he's got to sink this 8-ball. Let's see which one he selects. Remember, for those out there that don't know how to play, kind of like me, if he doesn't get it in the right hole or he scratches, bruh.
Yep.
You're right. Looks like he's going bottom left corner.
Oh, the tension. No! And he's left the door open for BoxBox with the 8-ball miss.
Wow. I mean, it's weird he made every other shot so well. Maybe it was just exactly what you're saying, that when the money's on the line.
Maybe it's the pressure.
It could be.
Didn't
We
make
will
it
see what
easy on you,
BoxBox
really.
answers back with. Will he smile and shoot?
It's no gimme. I don't see the smile. And he misses as well.
As well.
And it looks like a second chance at life
Try
Yeah.
it again.
for Cobalt. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
That is absolutely right. This is the second attempt. He's going to call. Let's see. Yes, top left. Let's see if he sinks this in. And that will be this game.
Ooh, this is a tough angle here.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you see the finger. You gotta keep it steady.
Absolutely.
And the time also, you gotta keep an eye on the shot clock.
100%. It's so important. He's trying to make it exactly perfect, right where he wants it.
Game of inches. Time is running out here. He's got to get a shot off, and he missed it. Oh, and he scratches.
Not lost, but it's not good.
Cobalt scratches, and it's over. He scratches on the 8-ball. BoxBox doesn't have to make a shot, and that's it. A 1-0
No,
lead.
you have to make it in and then hit the scratch.
Well,
Hang on. Can we get a ruling?
You have to make it the ball in, then
Can we get a
scratch.
ruling, guys? Scratching on the 8-ball. We're gonna get some clarification here,
yeah,
Cobalt.
that happened in my game too.
Just let him kick him.
So
two
we should
turns.
redo that.
If you scratch but don't make it, it is okay. You are correct, Cobalt, as we see Box
it up so
take his shot, and now he's the one that has to make the 8-ball.
Oh, well, that wasn't told to me, so I should redo my stuff.
That's okay. Oh. And BoxBox with the comeback victory.
Well done. I had a shot.
It's so unfortunate. Cobalt with two absolutely pivotal choking decisions that
see
he
what you
made, and
got.
BoxBox answered back with consistency, and that was just amazing.
Hey, Cobalt, I want to check in with you here. Both Sky and I were watching on at least one of those 8-ball shots that you were
That felt
taking.
just like the game we played the other day, almost.
On at least one of those 8-ball shots you were taking, Cobalt, it looked like it was a steadiness issue, trying to get the angle
I'm shaking.
exactly where you want, and just like we
it's
thought.
hard.
Yeah, it
Not
is
easy.
difficult. And we take a look back here at the death blow
Right.
dealt by BoxBox after Cobalt left the door open. Did you expect when you missed that first 8-ball shot you were going to get another crack at it?
No, but I honestly thought both times I was going to make it 100%. So
Oh, yeah, but you know, with the finals
that's
and all
on
the
me.
pressure,
Correct.
Cobalt accepting responsibility. It is easier said than done. Before we get to game 2, we're going to step away for a quick moment, let these two recalibrate, but don't go anywhere. More of the final match of the Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational when we return.
Paris, Las Vegas's Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse boasts a total of 274 seats, including a large bar area, chef's table, and private dining room, in addition to the main room. This Las Vegas dining staple features a Hell's Kitchen limited edition tasting menu for the bold palate, while the signature menu selections range from traditional steakhouse fare with delectable cuts of beef to Ramsay's most popular beef Wellington.
And a warm welcome back inside our battle arena for the Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational here at the Paris Las Vegas Hotel. Ali Najad, Sky Williams, Maria Ho, glad you could join us. It has been intense, an
Go do some
incredible
math
turn
real
of
quick.
events in the first game, and we've got 4 more potentially
I know.
to come between Cobalt Streak and BoxBox. $30,000 on the line, $15K to the runner-up.
all the power-ups, okay?
And we are going to take a
Look at
quick
that
look
energy.
at the rules of the second game that these two are going to be playing. It is BTD battles, and by all accounts, this is Cobalt's game.
Yes.
Games are going to be played in assault mode. The map is Battle Park. All towers will be made available once we reach Tier 4. The game ends when one player's health runs out. Both start at 150, so unlike some of the other scoring games that we play, you're not trying to run things up, you're trying to keep things from running down.
Exactly, and like you said, this is Cobalt's game. We've seen him not only beat everybody in this game, but absolutely slaughter them.
Yep.
Definitively, it wasn't close, very, very dominantly. BoxBox against me in our match used kind of a gimmicky strategy that I'm not sure is gonna work only because he's seen it. So I'm very curious to see what BoxBox pulls out in his box of tricks, and
Yes.
I think that it's going to be something that, I mean, if he plays calmly and collectively, I feel like it's going to be he's going to be fine.
Well, so far he's been nothing but.
Oh,
Cobalt
yes.
streak, had a chance to regroup, and now this is his comfort zone. So everybody expecting him to pull this one out, including himself. Both players ready, ref? All right. Let's get underway with BTD battles as both players have selected their loadouts, and here we go.
Ooh, taking off the jacket. Oh, he threw it. Ooh, yes.
Now, while we're tempted to think that maybe BoxBox was trying to play a little psychology there, I think he's just hot. He's just warm, and he wants to take the jacket off. That's all it was.
Temperature, yeah, he's that. Yeah, that's what he is.
150 each on the health side, and you know what? It looks like he may have employed a similar strategy to the one he did against you off the top, did he not?
No.
Is this how he started off with you?
Absolutely, and I think it's possible that maybe this is BoxBox game that he's not entirely confident in, but this strategy that he's doing, he feels comfortable doing it. He already knows exactly what it is, and much like we saw in Cobalt's earlier plays, he has a Mage Monkey that is going to let all of these go out, and even if he loses 10, 20, 30 health, it's not going to matter for the grand scheme of things. But BoxBox, being a phenomenal Riven player, probably one of the best, if not the best in the world, has great adaptation. So I think we're going to see a lot of counterplay from the two. If BoxBox is able to figure out how to beat that initial onslaught, he could have a shot at actually winning this.
Now, funds are a big part of this game. That's what allows you to reinvest in the towers or the monkeys that you have out there for attacking or defensive purposes. And both players are looking to mine money. Two different ways, though. BoxBox using the characters, 80 each, the Cobras, whereas on the left, you've got Cobalt, who's going the more conventional route with the banana tree.
Yes, Cobalt actually has such a great command of balloons. It's actually really fun to watch every time. You can tell that even though it looks chaotic on the left side, that Mage Monkey is garnering him so many points instantly every time. The lightning is going to just shatter on all of the balloons, taking everything down one tier, and he understands that all he needs is one good, strong push. Having that one Mage Monkey put in so much work, he can put all of his funds into one final strike.
Make that monkey work.
Okay. I really want
Two
to
banana
see
trees
that.
now on the left for Cobalt. He's really trying to stack some cheddar.
For sure.
Maybe to create a late push there.
All the
But look
green
at
ones you
all
want at
of
me.
those Cobras on the right.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely think both of them are employing similar strategies of getting as much money as they can.
Just
to
different ways to
attack.
go about it.
Correct. But remember, like right now, it's contingent upon the round that we are on. That's going to be the power-ups or the balloons they can cast on them. So obviously none of them can summon mobs right now because they're not far enough. So we'll see at what round does one person decide to take the first step.
Right. Both waiting in the wings.
Which is so important. Cobalt has even told us that he is the person that believes, I want to end it decisively.
Yep. And this is the same strategy that BoxBox used in the semis to get himself here. You got the Gatling gun at work. You got the Cobras up there cashing in on those. You got a couple of banana trees on the other side that are going to help hedge a lot of those resources.
And now this
we're
is
up to round 10, I think.
Very close to when both players feel that it is time to make a statement.
Yep.
And we will see what either of them answer back. We've got lead balloons. He finally he breaks the lead balloons, get through. That might be a little bit of a hostile play from Cobalt. I think Cobalt's doing that just to test the waters to see what he is and isn't capable of. Answering back, puts more monkeys in 80 gold each again. They both have an alarming amount of funds here. It's going to actually be interesting
But when
to see
are they
what
going to
happens.
cash in on it, and how are they going to cash in on it? Oh,
It
and there's
looks
the
like
assault
this
now
is
by
the beginning
Cobalt.
of the assault by Cobalt. The same strategy, regenerative, knowing fully well that he's not at the AoE to take him out.
And he's getting
individually.
by.
And there
And then
it is.
Cobalt
There
takes it.
There it is.
Game.
Now the reason why this works so well is because none of his guns were able to shred through enough before they can just regenerate themselves.
And let's take a look back at those final moments there when the action became fast and furious. You see a big assault there by Cobalt at the end, and 3 Gatling guns at work trying to fend them off, but everything got by.
Exactly.
And it was all a formality.
And if there isn't enough piercing, the
don't let it go
balloon
that
that
long,
appears
dude.
on front
If I
is the
let it
only
go
one taking
that
damage.
long,
So
my
you could have a
strategy
green one, but then you got a camel right behind it, and you can't do anything about it.
Right, now you can destroy me in this, and it'll be all good.
All right, so things are all level here in our finals. One apiece between Cobalt and
I didn't
BoxBox.
lose on
We'll
balloons,
be
so
right
I'm
back to
happy
the
now.
Paris Las
I'm
Vegas
happy.
with more Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational.
Rise above the frenzy of the Strip in Paris, Las Vegas on one of their premier attractions, the Eiffel Tower Experience. An icon of the city skyline, the high-altitude attraction is located 46 stories up and is a half-scale replica of the world-famous Paris, France landmark. The observation deck features 360-degree city views, and knowledgeable ambassadors point out Vegas landmarks.
Welcome back inside the arena for the conclusion of the Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational. Ali Najad, Sky Williams, Maria Ho, and the two most important names in the building right now, Cobalt Streak and BoxBox, tied at 1 apiece in their positions right now, ready for Game 3.
Game 3, I believe, is Crossy Road.
It is indeed Disney Crossy Road. Let's take a look at the rules of the game for this tournament. 10 characters to choose from. Everybody's been going with Aladdin. We've rechristened this game Disney Aladdin Road. Players are going to get 3 lives to post the highest score that they can. Your score is tabulated once your character meets their end by hitting an obstacle or an obstacle hitting them. Highest single score wins.
Now, the reason why, just so for those of you at home or anybody that doesn't know, each of the characters from different, Disney movies have a different environment, and people have found that the Aladdin has way easier obstacles,
paths.
and you can be walking like 60 steps without really much danger, and the cars, which are the people there, are much thinner, so you can see a bunch more while it's vertical. So people have opted for Aladdin over Mickey for the strategic advantage, and it's definitely paid off for sure.
Better vision of the field. Easier hazards to navigate, 2 reasons among many. Both players are in their places. Ref, are we set? All right, gentlemen, let's play Disney Crossy Road.
You don't like losing, I can tell. We ready? Go for it.
So the rules of this, again, are simple. They have 3 lives, and essentially they are just trying to make it as far as they can. And the person with the highest score in 3 lives is the winner.
Oh, and look at this.
And Cobalt
early
receiving
death for Cobalt.
Early evening.
He's on his 2nd life already, while BoxBox is still racking up. Let's check in with Maria, where it looks like they're talking strategy on that side of the lounge.
We sure are. I'm sitting here with Northern Lion, who actually, if you guys remember from the earlier rounds, when he played Crossy Road, he used Aladdin, and then in his post-game interview mentioned that he felt like it was very obvious that Aladdin was the best character to choose in this specific game for a lot of different reasons, and since then, we've seen a lot of the other competitors follow suit. You feel like you led the way with this one?
Well, I feel bad a little bit because it kind of killed the diversity in the meta right off the bat. Like, we've been seeing only Aladdin from that point onwards, but honestly, I'm just happy that even over here on the loser's couch, I can remain relevant a little bit. And
So you think that here in the finals, we might see the top score of the day maybe broken using Aladdin with both of these highly skilled players?
yeah, I think it's definitely possible. Like, we've seen some high scores, but off camera, we've seen scores that are double or even a little bit more than double those. So the room is there to blow it wide open, and we just have to hope that we'll see it here in the finals.
All right, well, we'll see if they indeed can beat the high score of the day. Ali, back to you.
Well, it looks like now, as BoxBox with some fancy footwork to stay alive here, pushing the high water mark to 362 plus.
Lots of things are in play here. One of the things that does make Aladdin more difficult than actual, the Mickey one, are the colors are more definitive, and this one is difficult sometimes to see when the train is coming.
Cobalt is on his 3rd life at this point, and he's really up against it right now because not only is BoxBox on his 1st life, but he is up to over 430.
And you'll notice every 50 steps, you're going to hear a small sound. That is actually the game getting a little more difficult, putting more difficult situations in front of your face and more opportunities for you to lose. This one being a good one because if he would have kept going, he would have just burnt. That would have been it. But I mean, it at 500, I guess. And BoxBox has absolutely no intention of stopping, understanding that Aladdin's easier gameplay is
that's
only
it,
for anyone. That is it. But that's all. But of course, BoxBox in his trance, unable to hear anyone as he gets. And we're going to be here for another 45 minutes as BoxBox climbs to 5 digits in Aladdin Road. Oh! Dodging the sheep.
He's got the high score of the tournament, and he's still going.
And there is a severe There is a traffic problem in the world of Aladdin, and someone needs to get on that. That was nuts.
Well, I'll tell you what, BoxBox did as well with it as anyone.
Oh, yeah.
602, the highest score of the tournament thus far, and he did it
just
on
finished
one
me, dude.
life. Let's take a
This
quick
is my
look back. And Cobalt, you saw just kind of hailing to the chief
A quick look
at the
back.
end there.
What quick look back.
There's no quickness about it. It took forever for him to die.
And BoxBox being a cold, calculated murderer.
Oh, look at that fancy
juking,
footwork.
Yeah, no, juking the sheep. There were so many sheep.
He's breaking ankles.
Oh, and oh,
Yeah.
you're so cute.
I think BoxBox just expected to continue on indefinitely.
It gets really, really addicting. Like, as soon as you get your rhythm and you realize, wow, I'm actually really far, you put more of your heart into it, you know?
Box, how did you feel about your performance? Are you like disappointed and you're like, oh, dang it, I could have kept going? Or are you just happy to pick up the W?
I think it was fine.
Okay. He just doesn't mince words, does he?
This man potentially winning $30,000, calling his performance fine. This is a fine example of the gentleman here. That is just, I'd be screaming.
It's all business for BoxBox. Let's check in with Maria. What do you got?
All right, we are sitting here watching riveted. It's now 2-1, BoxBox in the lead. Hafu, you know, you feel like you've seen all of the competitors play all day long. Cobalt now kind of in the tough spot of needing to win this game. Otherwise, BoxBox is gonna close it out. Any last tips, or maybe just to, you know, not feel the pressure as much, even though he's in this spot right now?
I don't know, man. BoxBox is so scary. But, you know, good luck. You got this, man.
All right, pro tip over here from Hafu. Back to you, Ali.
Thanks, Maria. I know you're having fun over there. Sky and I are holding it down on this end of the arena as we get set to go to Game 4. But before we do, we're going to step away. Cliffhangers, you got to love them, Sky. More of the Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational right after this.
Modeled after the famous Hotel de Ville, Paris, Las Vegas's hotel tower soars 34 stories and offers 2,916 guest rooms, including 295 suites. The elegantly appointed rooms feature custom-designed furnishings, crown molding, and rich French fabrics. In each room, a stately armoire serves as the closet, enhancing the European ambiance. It's Parisian elegance with a contemporary flair.
Welcome back inside the Paris Las Vegas Hotel, home to the Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational 2016. Ali Najad, Sky Williams, Maria Ho, and most importantly, those two gentlemen right there, Cobalt Streak and BoxBox, playing for the $30,000 and the honor of being our champ. Cobalt Streak with his back up against the wall. We are ready to get Game 4 underway. It's going to be Fruit Ninja, and unlike Games 1, 2, and 3, this is a match point of sorts, an elimination game for Cobalt. If he can't win Fruit Ninja, it's all over. And let's get to the rules for Fruit Ninja. For those of you just joining us, games played in 60-second rounds. It's a multiplayer mode, medium speed. Players have 30 seconds to change boosters between rounds. First player to win 2 rounds is going to take it down. So this is a best of 3, but obviously if BoxBox pulls out 2 out of these 3, he will have won 3 games in our best of 5 and be our champ.
That made more sense, because I'm sitting here like, I'm like, wait, no, it's not that fair. But he did lose that pool game in a very unfortunate turn of events.
Cobalt did, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Box is up 2-1 now, looking to close things out right here, but we know that Cobalt is a formidable adversary. We saw him put up a really extraordinary comeback against Lowell Renee in the semifinals at one point. Players, are you ready? All right.
I'm ready.
We're going to count you guys in for this first in the best of 3 for Fruit Ninja.
Here we go.
And the game begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fruit!
Now, what I like about Fruit Ninja is it actually has so much depth. It's a very beautiful game. There's lots of counterplay, combo, aggro control. What is your deck? What is your loadout? What are you going to try to trick your opponent with? Understanding your opponent's cooldowns and their powers are pivotal to survive in this game.
And this is Tournament Edition. A lot of people at home have played Fruit Ninja single player up against the AI just trying to score. And now, oh, a massive cache of points by Box there. A huge, huge load up.
This game does reward fewer strokes for a more consistent combo. Using bigger fruit allows someone to definitely get some of those easy things. And BoxBox is taking advantage of the fact that nothing's stopping him from making all of the fruit bigger than his fruit. So then he can just slice them all up.
And the game rewards you for efficiency of stroke as well. The fewer strokes required to take down a larger amount of fruit. And this is the highest score I think we've seen so far in this game. With 1379 with 10 seconds left. It's a really big mountain to climb. Big fruit employed, 3 seconds left. 700, not a bad number out of Cobalt, but 1578. Wow. And BoxBox takes the first of 3.
15. Now, right there, unfortunately, like I've said before, Dispel, one of my favorites, and I think the second best skill in the game, is also incredibly difficult to use. With a high cooldown time, it's very easy for BoxBox to know, you don't have this, I can walk all over you. However, when used at the right time, can invalidate almost everything that he's trying to do as well.
That his opponent was, yeah.
This game is going to subsist on the idea that he uses Dispel in a way that can counter BoxBox, but we'll see if they use the same loadout. BoxBox having a wonderful time making his fruit big, understanding the smaller strokes are going to get him these little bonus things you see in the upper left-hand corner here, and really just taking advantage of these more easy, but still, very good ways to get a lot of points.
And psychologically, it's obviously putting a big heap of pressure on your opponent's shoulders when they start to see you pull away like that. Let's check in. Cobalt. Ouch.
Okay, Cobalt.
Pretty tough there, huh?
Yeah. It's cool, man. You got it.
This game's hard.
Listen, obviously, Box had a particular loadout that he employed effectively against you there. Are you going to look to change things up in this second in the best of 3? This is it. This is match point.
Yeah, dig deep.
I changed it up, but we'll see. This man's a legend, so.
Gentlemen, are you ready? All right, both players in position. Go ahead. It is the second round of Fruit Ninja. We'll count you in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fruit!
This could be for $30,000. BoxBox potentially looks like he's going with a very similar, or if not the same loadout here.
And it's all about making adjustments and adapting to your opponent. It's important.
And knowing when the fruit is going to come up. When is it going to be this line? When is it going to be in clutters? Where is it going to be? That's all so important.
And that's the product of experience, right? Repetition.
BoxBox is playing actually a very brilliant control style, grabbing all of these combos right now, a plus 262 by just being efficient.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And right now, okay, we have Blue Fruit Dispel, and I'm not sure if BoxBox is running, missing that combo, actually not getting as much as he could, locking his powers though. It looks like Cobalt has one more chance to kind of make it.
It's 20 seconds away from a victory for BoxBox, unless Cobalt can come up with something special here. 12 seconds left.
Dispel is going to be paramount for this next play, as all the cooldowns are halved in his last 10 seconds.
And can Cobalt come up big here?
It's possible.
Last 2 seconds. It's over. BoxBox is your Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational.
I'm gonna help him so bad. Wow. Wow.
Woo! Well done.
An incredible showing by both Cobalt and BoxBox.
As he casually just picks up his jacket like he didn't win 30 grand and walks over here.
Come on down, my friend.
Dude.
We're gonna go to a quick commercial, and when we come back, we'll have some words from both BoxBox and Cobalt Streak. Stay with us. More Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational right after this.
You want some water?
Inside Paris, Las Vegas, you'll find author, cook, and DJ Steve Martirano's famous eatery. The restaurant features Italian-American signature dishes and one-of-a-kind entertainment offerings with movies and music, making it a truly unique dining experience. There's expansive seating areas, including patio seating and an elaborate central bar. Come enjoy a celebrity hotspot where Italian classics are kicked up a notch.
Welcome back to the Amazon Champions of Fire Invitational. Let's get right down to Maria, who's with our finalists.
That was amazing to watch. Thank you guys for putting on such a great show for all of us here. You were definitely a worthy adversary, but congratulations on winning $15,000. Out. Cobalt, you're getting a lot of love from the crowd here. What is it like to participate in this event and to also feel the electricity in the air in this live tournament?
I'm just grateful to be here. It's been one of the most fun competitions, playing amongst my friends who I've never been able to compete against, and just put my own skills against everybody, and just one of the greatest experiences so far in my gaming career.
Did you expect to get this far in the tournament and face, of course, BoxBox, who a lot of people were a little fearful of, to say the least?
Hell no.
So you're pretty happy, right?
I'm ecstatic. I am ecstatic. Thanks for throwing it to me, guys. Appreciate it. Your payments are in the mail. We did it.
All right, a group effort there, apparently. But let's talk to our winner of Champions of Fire, Albert Zhang, better known as BoxBox. This is your first live tournament. Pretty good record to have. One win, one live tournament. You are the champion of fire. So you gotta tell me, how does it feel to win $30,000 and this amazing trophy, you know, for playing arcade games, esports for all, right? Here you go. Congratulations.
Wait, could you repeat the question?
How does it feel to win $30,000? That's what you just did.
Well, I told my mom I'd win, so I'm pretty happy.
You seem to be in shock a little bit. There's a lot of fans cheering you on. You know, you have a lot of fans out in the Twitch community. What do you have to say to them?
Thank you guys for watching. I really don't have anything else.
Well, how about we just say hi to your mom? I bet she's really proud of you.
Hi, Mom. And I'm pretty sure Skylar's watching too. Skylar's our dog. I'm pretty sure he's in the living room. So, sit. Tell me if he did sit later.
Congratulations once again to BoxBox, our champion of